So I
I'm sorry.
saw The Stranger. So guys, I got the delight of seeing The Strangers Chapter 2 today. And guys, let me tell you, it's one of the best movies I've ever seen. I it is so critically acclaimed. It's gonna win Oscars right here. I forget her name. She
Madeline
played
Page.
Madeline Page. She is gonna win an Oscar. You guys don't actually believe that. This movie's awful. This movie is horrible. Oh my
I I
gosh.
could have told you that. That's why I was like, nah, I'm gonna skip this one. I'm gonna save my money for the next movie.
Guys, this was do not see this movie. Now, before we get into it, for the 5 people that are actually wanting to go see this movie, go see it. It may surprise you. You may actually like it. But to me, I absolutely hated it. But for the 5 people that actually want to see it, this is going to be a spoiler review, okay? Spoiler review. So, go see it and then come back to this video. Okay? You gone? Good.
And then you can
Uh
crap talk it with us.
yeah, this movie is awful. I don't have words for how awful it is. You want to know how bad my movie experience was as well, Paul? So,
Yeah.
I got to the theater. It was perfect. I thought, "Oh, wow, this movie actually may be good," because you wanna know what time I got to the theater. I had to rush over there. I had just finished class, and the theater is like 5 minutes away from my building that I had class, and I was like, I gotta get over there at time. So I get there, I get some lunch, walk in the theater, and the movie's starting right then and there. I was like, "Oh, perfect, no trailers." Yes, I got in here, timed it out right. I sit down, I start eating my hot dogs. The guy to like 2 seats over stunk, like absolutely stunk. And I was like, this guy, I don't think has taken a shower in a while. And I was like, wow, I think
He
this
was
is
pheromone maxing.
yeah, I think this is hinting at how this movie's gonna be, and boy, howdy was I right. This
Mm.
movie is awful. Okay, so we're gonna walk through this. Not that much happens in this movie, but so if you guys saw the first chapter last year, at the beginning of the movie, you see that her character and her fiance they're renting out like a cabin for the weekend or whatever. Their car was having issues, and so they have to sit in this cabin for a weekend, and they got to wait until their car gets fixed up so they can finish going on their travels. Well, the strangers show up and they start messing with them. Well, a big storyline was they were there at the beginning before the strangers start messing with them. There was someone that kept knocking at the door and saying, "Is Tamra here?" And we're like, "Okay, who is Tamra?" That's what this movie is going to tell you. Who is Tamra? Which is not a
Oh.
question we don't fucking have. Who cared? I never watched chapter 1 and was be like, "Well, who's Tamra? I really
Wonder
wonder
who that Tama person
who's
is.
Tamra?" I forgot about that part in the movie when I had gotten to chapter 2. I was like, "Oh yeah, they did do that." And they show you who was knocking at the door. You find out that it was the waitress at the diner. And so you're like, "Oh, so that must be one of the strangers." And they keep going to flashbacks of of this character that becomes one of the strangers. They keep trying to see why she hates Tamra. Why, who is Tamra? What's the backstory of Tamra? Something that none of us had questions about leaving the first movie. Nobody wanted to know. So we're done with that flashback sequence and we get to Madeline Petch's character, and her name's Mia, and Mia is in the hospital recovering from her wounds. I hate hospital scenes in movies, Paul. I just do, especially horror movies, because they're dumb. They are so dumb
Mhm.
because hospitals, I get you have to suspend some belief when you are watching movies, but hospitals, every single time in a horror movie, it's like the hospital is like everyone had the day off or
No,
something.
yeah, it's like, where'd everybody go? It's like, are you serious? Hospitals are the most
Secure
busiest place and
places.
secure places ever.
And I'm
There's a
like
security guard at every corner.
this is bullshit. And then all of a sudden the power goes out and we're like, "Oh no, the strangers must be here." And so for the first 30 minutes, they're just running around doing, garbage jump scares here and there. Here's a jump scare. Here's a jump scare.
That's
There's
what
one
they're good
time
at.
Madeline Petch gets into the morgue and hides in one of the freezer ice box. Well, guess who the body is? It's her fiance that died in the first one.
Oh, no.
It's like, oh boy. So she's like, oh. And also, the acting in this movie is awful by her. I don't like to crap on actors much, but her
Mhm.
acting is not good in this movie. She had better acting in Riverdale. Like, this is
That's
awful.
saying something.
Dude, she had a crying scene, and it's like, there's no sound coming out, and yes, you have those weeps sometimes, but at the same time, I'm like, What? This is not how a person cries. What is this?" It was bad. Okay, so she finally gets out of the hospital, and she stumbles upon this horse barn, and she's trying to get, a car that she sees, and gets keys, and the owner of the horse barn's like, "What are you doing, miss?" And she's like, help me, bada, bada." She's like, "I need to call the cops," and the lady's like, "You don't want to call the cops. The sheriff is a boom," and a crossbow goes right through her, and one of the strangers killed this lady. That was, and it's like, "Oh, so we've got a storyline with the sheriff being evil." Dude, they did this crossbow thing where someone was about to drop exposition twice in the movie, and it was the most annoying thing ever. They did it towards the end as well, and I was like, "Oh my god, how many times are we gonna do it?" Like, I know they only did it twice.
You
It's
know for a fact
annoying.
they're sitting there lining up the shot like, wait for it, and stop them before they say the last word.
Yeah, it was stupid. So she gets out of there. She finds this car. She sees that a car's coming up the highway. And she's like, "Oh, people, they can help me get out of here." Well, you find out it's one of the nurses from the hospital, and she's got her friend and then two other dudes that are their roommates. So they're driving up. Madeline Petch gets so paranoid that she thinks that they're the strangers and they're the bad guys, that she grabs a knife that somebody had in the car, grabs a med kit like it's Fortnite, and jumps out of the car. I'm watching this movie and I'm like, wait, there's only one, two, three strangers, and there's four people. There's a total of five people in this car. I'm like, where are you thinking that there are? Where's your math skills? I'm like, oh my God. So she jumps out and she fixes up her wounds and she runs away. Well, then we cut back to the strangers and it's morning time. The strangers for some reason have like a little, Snow White looking house that the seven dwarves lived in, but instead of seven dwarves, they've got hogs. They've got massive they've got massive warthogs like it's Bebop from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, this thing is massive, like massive, and they're like, "Go
Okay.
get him." Well, you think it's like a dog, but then when it finally gets to Madeline Petch, she's making a campfire and there's a car by her, so she goes and sees something and she goes hide in the car. This thing tears apart the car like nobody's business. Like, just starts
Whoa.
tearing it up, and she comes out. This thing is massive. The CGI I will say, the CGI on this warthog was actually pretty decent. That is the only good thing it was kind of decent, but she kills the warthog and she gets away. I just saw this movie today, guys. I don't remember what happened after that right now. I'm blanking on what she does after this. I think she then discovers her friends again, and she finds no, no, no. Ah, that's what it is. So then she stumbles in the wood a little bit more, and she stumbles across her cabin that her and her fiance were killed at. I don't know why she would go back there, but she thought, "Oh, I thought I'd go back in." And so she goes back in, and you find out that there's a cop, like an FBI type cop, and he's like, "I'm here investigating. There's some shady shit going on. We gotta get out of here." So she gets out of here. Well, guess what happens, Paul? Right when he's about to save her, crossbow.
Yep.
It's like, how? How did the strangers find her? I don't get that. How? That's so convenient that they show up and they're just right there. I don't
They
know
they got a
how.
GPS tracker on her.
I don't know how. Oh, and while she's trying to drive away, the strangers shoot the car and it hits the engine and it fucks up the engine.
Of
Oh,
course.
oh, how convenient. This crossbow is just godlike. So then she stumbles upon this house with all the people, like the nurse and all their friends. So she's paranoid. Somehow the strangers find her. And it's alluded to that one of the guys is actually the big dude, and they never reveal
Mhm.
that it is, but maybe we'll find out in chapter 3. But yeah, she gets out of there, she kills one of the strangers, and revealing that the stranger that she killed getting away is the one that knocked at the door. And I'm watching the movie and I'm like, wait, we already knew that. What? And they're playing it like it was a big twist reveal. I'm like, we already knew that. How does that? You had this entire movie just to reveal us something that we already knew. Like this is awful. And then final scene in the movie,
It's oof.
we
It's
cut.
making it sound like the people who wrote this movie didn't watch the previous ones.
So we cut back and the waitress girl is now young and she's pissed off and she sees that her big dude, her boyfriend guy that I'm pretty sure is the big dude in the hacky sack, is playing with, what was the name I gave you? I can't remember. The one that she was knocking.
Tamara?
Tamara. He's playing with Tamara and she's looking far away and she doesn't like that he is playing with Tamara and she's playing with him. She doesn't like it. They're playing a knocking game where they knock on a door like a playhouse and like, "Is Tamara here?" And Tamara knocks and she's like, "Yes, I am." "Now you switch. I'll knock to see if da da da's here." I don't know how that's a game, but hey, it's whatever. So she gets jealous and she grabs a rock and beats the shit out of Tamara and kills Tamara. That that's where Tamara is. Tamara she hated that Tamra was getting with her guy that she liked, and so she's like, "You know what? Kill that bitch. We're gonna kill her." Bam, 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 and kills her with a rock. And
I
then the dude is like, "I love you now." He doesn't say it, but you see him hold hands with her, and then she makes a smiley face out of the blood. And it's assumed the other reason why we think the big guy is the other guy in the house is the big guy is because he's got a tattoo of a smiley face. And so that pretty much confirms that that is that guy. And then the movie ends.
I why is I just
It's awful.
yeah,
It is
my brain
awful.
hurts just from listening.
It is gone. I went from Conjuring to him to this. This is the worst slide I think of movies I've seen horror wise. This is
Yeah.
awful, guys. I've been kind of nice with Conjuring, and I've been nice with him. Do not see this movie. This movie is awful. I give this movie an absolute freaking point 0.5 stars out of 5. It is awful. Thumbs down. Do not waste your time because I wasted my time for you guys. It's bad. I don't recommend it. That's about it. So,
Yeah.
what do you guys think about this big load of garbage? Do you guys hate it? Do you guys hate it? Maybe you love it. Are you guys going to go see it this weekend? I recommend you don't, but hey, it's your money, your time. You do whatever the hell you want. Let us know in the comments below. Want more? Check us out on YouTube Podcasts, Spotify, or even the link down below for the full podcast.
Leave us a comment if you guys have any thoughts, questions, or ideas. We'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe for more videos and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.